Well, we're very excited. It's about 2 in the morning, and we just arrived in Guadalajara. Guadalajara. Yes, that's exactly right. And we're going to sleep until we wake up tomorrow, and then we're going to head out into the wilds of the state of Jalisco here from Guadalajara.
Hey, fun.
And Tanya, what are you about to do? What do you think?
I'm headed that way.
Okay, here she goes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if she can do it. Star of stage screen in Guadalajara. There she is, and she's ready to. Have you had enough for the day?
Will you take my shoes off for me?
Okay, that's it. More tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
I wanted to give you just a slice of what my life is like. Not all the time, but frequently, and I embrace it joyfully. We are en route through Guadalajara to Tequila, but in the meantime, there is a textile store, fabric store that Tanya has been to before, and just had to go there to see what else she could find. So let's go in there and just see if she's found anything up to this point. This place is full of remnants and seconds and lots of things like that, but Tanya, always looking for a bargain, has spotted the place again, and of course it's part of our ever-growing quest for adventures. And here's the manager of the place. He's very excited about all the customers that are here. What is oh yes. Oh, he has his American flag. Is that what is your name, sir?
Antonio.
No, Antonio?
Antonio.
Antonio, and have you worked here a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is it a good business for you? Not a good business. Okay, well, but Tanya is here to fix that. Thank you very much. Gracias. Okay, let's check out what's going on here. There are literally mountains of fabric. Let's take a look. Tanya has, here she is. She's looking at some things. And Tanya, how are we doing here?
There's so much fabric. I'm just a little overwhelmed.
Really? Even you? Overwhelmed. It's hard to believe.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Well, I'll sit there waiting patiently, as I frequently do, while Tanya takes care of this. So anyway, thank you once again for checking in with us on our fabric adventures in Mexico. We're here in Tequila. Well, no sense saying anything about what it's all about, but this is the home, of course, of tequila, and it is just one big happening town, and there are these buses or conveyances. This one is the chili pepper one that just goes out to the different distilleries, and they're just having themselves a heck of a time. It looks like this one is just unloading. So there we go. Tequila. When I first visited Tequila about 25 years ago or so, I took the bus here, and the local bus, and got out kind of in the middle of the town, and there was really nobody here. At that time I went through the Jose Cuervo distillery, took a tour with a very nice young Mexican tour guide, and at that time I was the only customer she had, so I got a personal tour of the entire place, had a personal tasting session with her where I had the opportunity to taste up to 14 different types of tequila. Now, I didn't, of course, try all of those. It was actually physically impossible at that time, although I suppose if one was really motivated, one could do that. Anyway, so we're here in Tequila. It's sundown, and we're coming into the center part of town to see if we can get a little margarita action or something like that before we actually take a look at tequila places tomorrow. Oh, wow, it looks like I'm coming up to a couple of senoritas here. Oh, yes. Senoritas. Oh, it's Senorita Tanya and Marilise. Yes, what are we going to be looking for tonight?
Looking for tequila.
A tequila. Do you think we'll find any?
We got to look hard.
We're going to look hard, yeah. It's only like about every 5 feet or so, but we'll see.
Every 1 or 2 feet.
Every 1 or 2 feet. Okay, good. What we're looking forward to, aren't you, Tanya?
I can't wait.
Okay, here we go.
I want to go have some tequila.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay. So we did find some tequila. We got some margaritas here, and Tanya has the mango margarita on the rocks with chili around the rim, which is a very nice show there. Yeah,
and a lemon salt or a lime salt.
How is it? Is it very tasty?
It's really rich. I mean, look how thick that mango juice is.
Wow, that's very healthy. You should probably have a couple of those because it's healthy.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
It's fruit.
It's fruit, exactly.
Organic.
Organic, yeah.
So is tequila.
Yeah,
organic.
and I've got the lemon sort of blended one, and Marilise has the frappe they call it here. Yeah, so she has the frappe mango, just as healthy.
More healthy.
More healthy.
It's got fiber in it. Mango fiber.
More mango fiber. So that's a health tip for all you tequila drinkers and margarita aficionados out there. Be sure to go for the frappe if you're having a fruit type margarita because it's got more fiber.
I brought my fruit.
Right, and Marilise was looking for fruit, so now she has it.
There you go.
Okay, so 3 fruits here, signing up for right now. Ta-ta! Well, Tanya always knows where she's going with her handy Google Maps, and now we're about to enter the Jose Cuervo distillery.
There are different varieties of agaves, but only one of these varieties makes tequila. This one is called blue agave tequila, however. I'm sure that you saw it around, right? On the side of the road, you see on the landscape, blue agave. See there, the coa. People call it the leaves of the agave.
No stress, though they're waiting. I keep them waiting. Makeup on fleek, high heels, ripped jeans, they're all waiting. I'm on my way. Looking in the mirror at myself like who that?
The two guys getting excited. As you can see, they take out the agave manually. It holds in that conveyor belt, and we'll take it to a milling machine that we're going to see later. In that milling machine, the agave will be crushed and pressed to squeeze all the juice out. The agave juice that we get will continue to a fermentation process to make tequila.
I keep them waiting. Makeup on fleek, high heels, ripped jeans, they're all waiting. I'm on my way. Looking in the mirror at myself like who that? Swag on 1,000 and my girls got my back. We just won the party, call me tequila shawty. We just won the party, yeah. You can bring your friends, we won't mind it. We just came to dance and go all night long. The look in your eyes, you can't hide it. Ooh, baby, I know I turn you on. You can bring your friends, we won't mind it. We just came to dance and go all night long. The look in your eyes, you can't hide it. Ooh, baby, I know I turn you on. When my friends pull around and they got the top down on our way, we're on our way. Turn that music up, you know we don't give a what. On our way, we're on our way. Pull up to the party like my name is the life. Tension so thick, you could cut with a knife. Ask me how
We just finished a fabulous tour and tasting at the Jose Cuervo distillery. It was quite an experience, and hope you enjoyed the process video that we have of that. We're now in downtown Guadalajara, and when I say downtown, we're in the Centro Historico, which is where the old colonial center, of course, of Guadalajara. And one thing that, besides the cathedral and all the historic buildings around here, there are, to Tanya's delight, a lot of different fabric stores. Tanya now is on her second store, and why would you come to Guadalajara for any kind of history when you can go shop for fabric? I mean, I guess that's the way I look at it. Okay, anyway, but in the meantime, while Tanya's in there just, enjoying herself, I'm gonna walk around a little bit here and see what else we can find. Just lovely. And so you see, this is my life in travel. As I was just walking around, I was thinking about some of my favorite YouTube channels, and they are of older travelers, although not maybe as quite as old as us, but the typical pattern is, we're going to travel the world for the next 10 years, we retired early, we're in our late 50s or something like that, and everything is very exciting, and that's great. Or they're young people like Kara and Nate, who have, their goal is to travel to 100 countries, and, they bungee jump and, sleep in pods on the sides of mountains and things like that. But, for us, what happens after you've already been to over 100 countries, maybe 135, and you have traveled the world for the last 25 years, and you've done that? This is how it all ends up. Everyone says for 10 years, great. Well, what happens when's that over? Well, if you keep doing it like we do, this is what happens. You end up being in places that you've been before, but, there's always something different, and of course there are always fabric shops, and so this is how it ends. You adjust to each other, and I've seen more fabric in more countries. I could tell you, we could go to Lisbon, we could go to Kyiv, Ukraine, maybe not now necessarily, but I can tell you where the best fabric stores are everywhere. And now here we are in Mexico, and I can do it again. So this is how it ends. Well, it's very early in the morning, and we are at the Guadalajara airport and getting ready to head back to Tennessee. Anyway, it was a wonderful week here
Very nice.
in Jalisco State. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again next week, where, who knows? It just goes on and on. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.